Dooby dooby doo. Beware the penguin. But no, seriously, I think the favorite thing about my live streaming software is that when I press the go live button, it pops up a little thing that says, "Are you sure you want to go live?" And then I click yes. And then it says, no, you have to do something else to go live in addition to saying yes. And I'm like, but I just built myself up and said I wanted to do the thing. And you're telling me I have to do that all over again? Why? Why would you do this to me? Because apparently streaming software is strange. Because apparently I can manage the broadcast and start the stream and go live and then still somehow have to go live on top of that? I don't understand. And hello, Ozark the Goat. And hello, everyone else. Although apparently Ozark the Goat has made an industry out of taking the #1 crown thing, for whatever that's worth, in the chat. So congratulations, Ozark the Goat. I'm not really sure that does anything for you aside from piss everyone else off, but, you know, whatever. But yeah, it seems like the barriers for entry for live streaming just seem to be increasing every single rotation. It's very frustrating on a lot of levels. Beyond that, though, while I ramble and rattle and do what I do before we do the game thing, I am heartily amused at the variety and content of the responses to my latest episode on the YouTubes. You can look it up for yourself. I believe it's called, oh dear, fornication. I've totally misplaced everything on my desktop. Has something to do with drug runners not having a good retirement plan, which is generally true. A whole lot of humies took a whole lot of offense to the fact that I simply don't care about the legality of the problem. I could actually talk about the legality of the problem. I'm pretty sure none of those humies would be happy with... Oh, dear Lord. In any case, apparently I'm having some connectivity issues, given the notifications I'm getting. Can someone confirm that I am still live, please? And yes, OBS does like to forget all of its freaking settings, which is always entertaining and not at all frustrating in the slightest bit. Anyone confirming? How far behind are we? Still live on my end. Thank the great maker. And Robert Turner gets mostly the point. There was 30 seconds of drop. My great maker. All right, fine. I apologize for that. I didn't say anything significant during that period, but if you want to pick up on what I was putting down during that period, you're welcome to re-watch this video. But yes, Robert Turner is not technically correct, but he's close enough that he's basically correct. If you want the TLDR, don't get on a boat, ship, or otherwise nautical vessel that is not flying a flag. That's, for the love of the great maker, please don't do that. It's your life in your hands and you can do as you please, fine. But please don't get on boats that aren't flying flags. Boats, ships, cruise liners, submarines, whatever terms you want to use. Although I grant that submarines, once they go into the water, the flag thing is somewhat immaterial. But, yeah, no. Once something is not flying a flag, it does technically have some protections under, I think it's called the International Humanitarian Law on your planet. And I forget when that was ratified, but I swear that's the name of it. But that's only assuming that the soft-ons on the boat / ship / whatever can be reasonably categorized as civilians. Good luck with that. given how the war on terror, sorry, did you hear the air quotes there? Well, air quotes is the wrong term because there's no air here. So I am flexing my manipulators appropriately to generate quotes around, quote, war on terror, quote. Basically, anyone can be categorized as a terrorist if they present the appropriate opportunity. Don't present the appropriate opportunity. And I know a lot of people are going to get upset about that whole chain of reasoning. I don't know what to tell you guys. You can either exist in the world you live in, or you can whine about it. I guess you can do both, technically. I don't know. Man, Jed Brown, I wish I had the time to dig up, what was it, the reptile channel? I do need to learn more about reptiles on your planet. I did just see a very amusing video of words, sea tortoise insisting that his shell, which, by the way, I consider the term shell for a sea tortoise to be wholly, underwhelming. It's basically their freaking spine. But anyways, I did see a short video of a sea tortoise insisting that his shell be cleaned before his tank be cleaned, which I thought was very appropriate. I mean, the little dude wanted to look good. Can you argue with a little dude wanting to look good? Come on. But all that said, I think I've jabbered along long enough that anyone who wants to show up has shown up. And as predicted, we had so many more people show up than I actually gained subscribers off the episode that I released last weekend. I really thought I'd lose subscribers after pumping out that episode, but nope, we gained some subscribers, which is, so yeah. Man, Jed Brown, there are cubes to be made every day, all day, every single, yeah. You would not believe how many spacefaring sophonts are illiterate, or like to pretend they're illiterate, or don't have universal translators, which I guess is technically my problem because I don't have them out, but all the same, I put the sign up in multiple languages and they don't bother reading it, or they don't bother attending to it, or I don't know, whatever. I mean, seriously, the turtle just wanted a good old cleaning on his shell. Can you blame him? It's not exactly like he can reach back there and scrub it himself. The poor dude just wanted to get clean. I kind of respect that. I mean, he or she has got to look good in front of the ladies or gentlemen. I have no idea what gender the turtle was, but it doesn't really matter. You still got to look good, right? But anyways, enough about the turtle. And it's, by the way, it's turtles all the way down. We are, in fact, going back to Everspace one more time to see if we can get to level 6, I think. I think the next medal comes out at level 6. Hold on. I actually need to check now that I say that. And I understand that I'm sounding increasingly insane. That's because this game is fundamentally insane. And if you haven't watched this game before, you should probably watch this game because it's, nope, level 4. We haven't even gotten to level 4 yet by the Great Maker. There's also an award for getting to level 5. And finally level 6, which is not the end. Unclear what the end is. But if I kill, whatever, 1,000 enemies, I get another award. It is like wanting a shower before a date. There were multiple turtles in the tank. And there was a guy in, what are they called? The overalls? Boots? I don't know what the terms are, you freaking humies. boots that go up over your waist and have little straps that go over your shoulders. Whatever, those things. There's a guy in the turtle's enclosure trying to clean the enclosure, and the turtle just kept coming in and being like, no, scrub me, scrub me, scrub me, scrub me, you jackal, scrub me. And finally the Hume scrubbed him. And, I mean, the turtle seemed happy with that. Clearly he had plans. So what do I know? Anyways, enough about turtles, and apparently they're called waders. On with the game! Alright, for those of y'all who don't know, this is a very is a strong word. It's a moderately 3D game, and it has caused at least one viewer to check out because it twigged his motion sickness built-in feature. So if you are motion sick, I would recommend skipping anything that has to do with Everspace. At least one. I don't know about two yet, but I'm supposed to give you Squishy's trigger warnings, and this is one that I actually care about because I don't actually want you barfing all over your keyboards. So, all that said, here we go. And yeah, like HBAG is saying, turtle shells aren't just like shells. They're basically their spines. I did not know that they had nerve endings on the outside, but that's exciting. Is there a ship shaped like a turtle? Actually, there is. Oh, great mother fornicating. Oh, there is a ship shaped like a turtle. And if I disengage all search processes after that term, I am not at all convinced that I'll remember which ship it is I'm trying to remember. But the problem is searching after it makes it run away, and here we are. We're still going to rock the Interceptor, because no one's proposed a better ship at this point, honestly. The Sentinel does weird hacking crap. The Colonial Gunship has no shields. I'm not sure what the complaint is about the Scout yet. Oh, it can cloak and teleport. Yeah, I'm not nearly skilled enough to cloak or teleport. So we're back to the Interceptor, which seems very poorly named, but all the same, here we go. And did I mention this the last time we played the game? I swear I mentioned this last time we played this game. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I can swear that once you upgrade the credit bonus far enough, you can play easy and still get the same credits that you would get from normal at the very beginning of the game. I don't think we've upgraded the credits far enough quite yet, but we might be there yet. Oh yeah, the difficulties are hilarious. Once you pop open the expand more button, things get so much more interesting. Fewer minds. Oh my god, this game has so many fornicating minds. And I swear some of them are fornicating like rabbits because they just keep popping out of everywhere. It's very annoying. Alright. Anyways, the way we're supposed to die. Meant to die. It is an impressive list, isn't it? I am honestly kind of intrigued that they went to this level of specificity on the differences between the various difficulty levels. Like, seriously, how many games go to this degree of like, okay, this is what we want you to play, but if you want to, sure, you can slack off and do this. Or if you're a balls out kind of individual, you can do this craziness over here. Credit where credit is due. Anyways, I'm basically a normie, so here we go. You would have picked the easy. Oh, hold on. Shoot down 30 floodlights in a single run. Destroy 50 fuel tanks in a single run. Destroy 20 missiles. Oh, crap. We're not getting any of those. Floodlights are few and far between, man. Oh, crap. They see me. All right, you dorks. Stop shooting me. Stop. I would prefer if you stopped shooting my hull. Apparently that's really hard to freaking repair. And yes, I know I'm using the wrong weapon. It's fine. By the Great Maker. Alright, welcome to Everspace. It's never boring. Maybe why I got that name. Sadly, we have too much fuel at the moment, so I can't actually claim that fuel. And my ship's already dinged up on the first frickin' run. Alright, fine. Come on, come on. Give it up. Or fully mined. There we go. Alright, what else we got here? See, the trick is you gotta move fast. I will stop and talk with y'all between sectors, perhaps. But in sectors, we've got a time limit. Some big old bads show up, and I don't want to deal with big old bads right now. So, we're gonna grab what we can and run like hell. And sadly, my go fast juice and my gun juice are the same juice. So the thing that lets me mine the things also lets me move between the things. And it's annoying and frustrating. That's what it's not. Ah! Run into things. There it is. Not actually sure which gun mines faster, whether it's the energy gun or the normal gun. No, sorry. So, for those of y'all who are just tuning in, just now for the first time around, this is called Everspace. And like Halo and many, many games before it, this game has energy weapons and kinetic weapons. Energy weapons do massive damage against shields and limited damage against hull, whereas kinetic weapons, slug throwers, do massive damage against hull and limited damage against shields. It's not that different from, like I said, Halo's concept of the UNSC's, they basically use guns versus the Covenants, they basically use plasma guns. And the plasma part is the important part, because the plasma stuff burns through the UN or the Covenant shields, but it doesn't do much against, say, the Flood, which are mostly organic. What is that? Tech container. How do we get there? So you've got to switch and swap and modify your attack methods to get... Ow! There, my shield again. Damn it. I have no idea if plasma weapons really matter against things like mining or so forth and so on. Come here. Come here. Come here. And like I said, we're at a time limit, so I apologize. Shield Strength Mark II. Oh, it's only usable by the Sentinel. Well, that's not useful for us. Scrap that bitch. And I apologize for not paying attention to the chat while I'm futching around in system, but there is, like I said, a time limit on my time in system. So I'm going to try to do as much as I can in what little time I have, and then I will catch up with y'all afterwards. And the time limit is kind of like, if y'all remember oh, fudge. I don't remember the name of the game. FTL, where the rebels eventually catch up with you. Same basic premise. Alright, we gotta level this out again. There we go. Is it the right rock? There should be another rock over here. Nope, that's that one. Nope. Yeah. Orientation is key. Maybe this is rock. Maybe it's not. No, this is rock. Nice. I knew there was another rock. Just gotta figure out how to get in there. Oh, and the oak are here. Which basically means it's time to fuck off. But out of morbid curiosity, nope. Not helpful. Okay. Time to leave. Okay, and here's the one happy spot where I can actually talk to y'all. So, yes, the whole game revolves around basically a, what's the term I'm looking for? Roguelike gestalt, where we keep doing the same thing that you probably remember seeing in FTL over and over again until we get far enough to finally do what our main character, who's currently in stasis, actually wants to do. We are expendable anodes doing the same thing over and over and over again to finally get him to where he wants to be. It's very strange. But unlike FTL, there is a time limit for each system. Let's call them systems. Because sectors are the whole big box. Systems are the individual dots. I have been told that the systems have a 10-minute time limit, and I should probably start setting myself a timer, again with the too lazy aspect, and then we should move on. But in the meantime, let me catch up with the chat. And yes, to loop back, Jed Brown, I don't actually have that much patience for difficulty levels. I would have actually chosen the easiest level orbits and orbits and orbits ago, but I figure y'all like watching me die, so I go with not the stupid hard level, because I'm not that much of a masochist, but at least a moderately hard level. And it is interesting, Lawrence Fraser, you're right. A lot of games have individual toggles for all those things, which then can adjust the difficulty in kind of vague ways, as opposed to just simply blanket like, nope, this gets this gets this, and this gets this, and you get to live with your 3 mine with bullets. If you can blow an asteroid apart, why not? Everspace is a single-player game, alternate Red Sky. I don't think there's any multiplayer game, at least for the first one. There may be with the second one. And yes, not to call Tarmac out, but unfortunately he's the one with the motion sickness problem, and I apologize, dude. I sincerely do. I want to see this game through, and it's frustrating me. I did kind of put a hint in the title that I maybe should be more explicit about in the future, that we would be playing this game. I will also note that oh crap, the card game, the card game. Be something. Words are hard. Breachway. Breachway has actually massively changed since the last time we played it, and I should loop back to that at some point. So I'll tell you what, Tarmac. I love you, I do, but maybe dodge live streams until I explicitly put Breachway in the title, and then you can loop back and we can see what we can do. Dockmaster is smart. When he finds large groups of pain arrive, he finds the need to be elsewhere quickly. Run away! Run away! Hello, C.A. McDivitt. I mean, Armor Lord 04 does bring up an interesting point about the war between the Covenant and the Humies. The Covenant shields are designed to protect against energy weapons because that's what they use. Whereas the Humies fill a cargo container full of scrap and launch it at you at relativistic velocities. Now, at a certain point, E equals MC squared, right? But, well, no, it's still below that point, so good luck catching that. Well, Jed Brown, I appreciate your enthusiasm either way. A lot of Humies seem to enjoy me simply just dying over and over and over and over and over again. So all the same, Breachway is an absolutely fascinating game, and you should look it up once you're done looking up Everspace. And it is actually quite fun, but tonight we're playing Everspace, and we'll do Breachway in the future. Because, like I said, Breachway is actually pretty good. It's a weird mesh of, like, deck building and, I don't know, shipbuilding maybe? Oh, no. Alternate Red Sky, you're quite wrong. Humans see a problem, throw rocks at it. And that's their solution. Now, y'all have gotten a lot better about throwing rocks. It used to be you literally threw rocks. And then you put those rocks at the end of sticks and you used a piece of like animal intestine to accelerate the stick faster. And then you used like really basically urine and what's the stuff that went on the side of your buildings there for a while? My Humies who read How Things Work will know what I'm talking about. But people peeing on the sides of buildings discovered combustive materials. And hey, look, combustive materials make things go faster. And then you discovered gunpowder, and that makes rocks go even faster. And then, fine, MAC cannon, magnetic accelerator cannon, makes things go really, really fast. Saltpeter, that's the term I was looking for. There was something about a Humie peeing on the side of a Middle Ages wall that developed saltpeter, and I forget how the specific chemical interaction worked. But yes. All you Humies do is just throw things faster and faster and faster! It'll be funny when you encounter a species that has, like, inertia shields, where kinetic energy inbound they store and repurpose. Is there a Sacred Cow ship designer video? I'm not sure what the question is there. Alright, we've got a medium risk with options and a low risk with options. I choose low risk because I'm a pansy. And I don't know what these symbols mean. I'm pretty sure that one is not great, and that was just a jump point. Where I design various ships. So no, alternate Red Sky. I have not looked up, what is it called? Space Engineers or something? The closest I've come is Hard Space Shipbreaker, which is exactly the opposite. And very much in the vein of, Sacred Cow Shipyards. I should actually do that game at some point. Although it may also upset, unfortunately, Tarmac's motion sensitivity. The music is kind of loud. Okay. See, thank you for telling me these kind of things. I need to know so I can adjust things appropriately. No, hold on. Stand by. And now I want to say, how about now? Can you hear me now? Although I will grant that the music is actually pretty good in my opinion. Well, so it's weird, Lawrence Fraser, is that the music spikes because I change windows of my focus. And the game actually like turns down the music when I change focus, which is very, very strange. But now that I have changed focus back to the game, how is the music, which is being stupidly quiet and very frustrating at the moment? And yes, Wake Roberts, I in fact remember that Star Trek Ship Designer game as well. It was not really a game, it was barely a ship designer, and it was so frustrating, and they wanted how much money for that at the time? It was ridiculous. But I have adjusted the music audio, which I think also adjusts the game audio. And we'll see how this works out and then go from there. I mean, the kicker is that Star Trek has so many modular components that you could slap together any way you wanted. And no one has made a good game / program / design system to make that actually happen or feasible for the average humie who does not give a flying fornication about pushing pixels around a screen. Give me a nacelle. Give me an engineering section. Give me a command section. Allow me to plug them together and you will make more money than you could conceive of. But what do I know? I'm cheaping out and going the easy route. Off we go to the races. And again, let me know if the music is too loud for me being me. I have dialed it down, and I do appreciate the feedback, because like I said, I can't actually hear what you hear. But here we go. Starship Simulator doesn't abide by the Starfleet rules, though, Byron Dumont, last I paid attention. I could be wrong. Well, question mark 4 kilometers away is a question mark that we have to investigate. Fine. He is pursued by assholes. We will help clear the assholes. Once we get close enough that our fire is actually useful. Oh, cutscene. Bad guys are still running around.
Don't come any closer.
Okay, fine.
Who are you? I'm Alec, mighty outlaw, on a very dangerous scavenging mission.
You
Alec.
are an outlaw? Why didn't you attack me on sight then?
I'm not one of those barbarian marauders roaming around. We of the Coalition have bigger plans. Also, looking at your ship and equipment, I know when to shoot and when to...
I see. Very wise of you.
So we basically have the same enemy, which makes us friends, right? And friends help each other.
Uninteresting
Enemy of my enemy is my enemy.
What is it? So what you're saying is, I do the heavy work, and then you stroll in with your friends and pick up the booty.
That's another way of
Booty.
looking at it, but like I said, it would be advantageous to the both of us.
Booty.
Here, I will mark the station on your map.
Well, it can't hurt to look.
Yes, it can. It can totally hurt to look. What are you talking about? Oh God, they're still out there. All right, stand by. We should take a moment and repair the ship because we're about to get in over our heads and see if we can make anything. Yes, my enemy's enemy is my enemy's enemy. No more, no less. That doesn't mean you can't work with them. That does not make them your friends. And like I was trying to say, yes, Starship Simulator is a thing, but it's not really a thing. Yeah. I want something like, what's that game? Dreadnought something. The music will go away momentarily while I look up something. Words, language hard. Ultimate Admiral Dreadnought. I want Ultimate Admiral Dreadnought for Star Trek, God damn it. That's what I want. The ability to start with like a Farragut class or Saracen class. Saracen? Is it Saracen or Saladin? Saladin class. Start with a Saladin class and work your way up to making something much more interesting and much more capable. A Star Trek-style Ultimate Admiral Dreadnought would make more money than any human could conceive of. Yeah. Think about that for a second. All you game designers out there, all you wannabe game designers out there, take a look at Ultimate Admiral Dreadnought and then apply that to Star Trek. And then, sadly, pay for the license from Paramount, and it's never going to happen because of that reason. And on that terribly cheerful note, I need to go take care of something here at the Shipyards. I'll be right back. And we're back from outer space. And yes, it's basically Paramount's fault that everything is broken with Star Trek, which is not entirely true. I know. But it's an easy way of blaming someone, somewhere, somehow. So, deal with it. Can't upgrade crap. Okie dokie. I'm guessing the place that we're supposed to go is not here? Or is it? Might be here. I, again, wish there was a map icon. A map icon would be absolutely amazing. I'd love that. Not a map icon. A map functionality, a map capability. A map thing! A thing that I could do a map thing with. I don't know. Thank you. Hello. You look broken down and fucked up. But you do have floodlights, don't you? Goodbye, floodlights. Viewers of our last attempt at this game, remember us hunting floodlights like a madman. And here we are doing the same thing over again. Kind of funny like that. I got 30 little dorks, right? That's a lot. Also, who owns this thing? Unclear. Well, looks like wreckage to me, so let's see what happens when we shoot this crap. Lots and lots of fuel that we don't actually need. No, we did. Sorry. I lied. Come back in the fuels. Come back here. Alright, what about you? Miggle boom! Okay. Also got floating around here. Mineable crystal, check. Shield booster, forgot to pick that up. My bad. GMB transport, blah blah blah. New friends! I like new friends. Wait, no, probably. Oh, for crying out loud. Ugh. Thank you. I just fixed this, you jackhole. And now I'm out of energy. Of course I am. We're both just wailing at each other with no shields and barely any energy. Unless you comes out on top. Okay. Remind me to turn on the weapon overdrive next time. That might have been more helpful. Okay. Fuel transport intact. I don't care about that because it's not my people. That's where we just came from. There's stuff in that rock that I'm not sure I care about. What's over here? Shield booster that I forgot to pick up, yes. There we go. Thank you. I really do need to upgrade the energy capacity on my basic design. Whoop, don't hit that. Well, if I was going for the mineable crystal, I missed. Fine. Come back here. Thank you. Anything else hiding in this weird rock hive? At least we have headlights, you know? Whoop. That's a rock wall. Alright. I still don't know what that big thing is shooting out the energy beam at the... Probably don't want to know, but let's go find out. Anyways, why not? Just out of morbid curiosity. Ooh, what is that? That's a mining room. We don't care about this. Plasma field! Good news about plasma fields is you don't have to do a whole lot to pick them up. You just have to kind of fly into them. My great maker, what are those things? Probably shouldn't get too involved with what's going on, but all the same, we'll grab what we can while we're here. And then leave expeditiously when bad guys show up. Which they have, so. Give me the thing. Ow! See, I told you we needed to leave. And we might have died. We have definitely died. We definitely overstayed our welcome right there. Oopsie-doo. Note to self, when Okar forces arrive, leave expeditiously. Like, no joke, right now. Time to go. Alright. What can I toss money at right now? I don't think I can get anything good, unfortunately. I need 8,000 to get something good, and I ain't got 8,000 right now. Oof, man. Alright, we might as well upgrade the trading and then the retrieval buttons, because that's all I can do right now. Damn. That sucked. Oh, the ships get bigger. Lovely. Well, we just got bodied by the first wave, so I don't think bigger will help us any at all. Wait, what? Oh, maybe I spent too much. Anyways, I spent it all. Alright, let me catch up on chat, because apparently y'all have been bonkers. Oh god, Kerbal Space Program. Yeah, we won't even go there. It's fine. A compass would be nice, yes. A little map in the corner would also be nice, yes. I did have a floodlight goal this time. I had to shoot 30 floodlights in a single run. Sadly, our single run just ended precipitously, so, oops. Oh goodness, Wake Roberts, that's an outstanding series to watch again. It's always a good opportunity to watch Babylon 5. I can get out with a blaster if that would help. I was just getting props about my running away skills, and then I failed massively. Mistakes were made. All right. Well, that was clone 5, I believe. Now we're up to clone 6. Let's give that a shot. The way you're meant to die. Over and over and over and over and over again. Over and over and over.
Let's make this run count.
Let's make this run count.
You said that last time.
Shoot down 30 floodlights in a single run. 50 fuel tanks or 20 missiles. I don't know where I find 30 floodlights from. That's a lot of freaking floodlights. Alright. I see no reason to pick a fight with the GMB folks. Although they seem to have picked a fight with somebody local. So there's that. Good for them, I guess. There was a war somewhere around here. Oh, they blew up the gel. I don't even know what gel is. But hey, I'll collect it. I'm really hesitant about shooting around a GMB outpost because I don't want to hit the outpost. But I'll still take the detritus. I mean, I'm not stupid. And then GMB folks seem to be the only ones who are like neutral around here, so let's not make enemies where we don't need to. Especially with, yes, I see the floodlights. I see the floodlights. You don't need to remind me. What is that? GMB container. Don't need that. It's fine. Like a sensor pulse or something like that would be awesome. Just being able to like ping and see what's out there. Probably asking for too much. Also, God love this poor Earth-type world. You've got a massive frickin' who knows what belt, and a big old moon that does not appear to be doing what it should be doing against that big old belt out there. It's really unclear what's going on with this planetary body, but it's probably not a good thing for the planet. There we go. Anything else? That's where we were. That's our jump point. Lots and lots of stuff going on. Really? You're gonna start me easy in the first freaking world? Or level, or system, sector, whatever you want to call it. It doesn't really matter. I gotta get 8,000 credits, man. Come on. Gotta do me better than this. We might as well take a second and investigate every possible thing we can, because we got the time, right? Oh, we burned out the engines. We got the time. Oops. What is that? Ore? Oh, fine. We'll go hang out by the friggin' ore generator and pick up ore. Not sure it's actually that useful, but whatever. And a whole pile of fuel we don't need. Fan-freaking-tastic. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. I could blow up things on the frickin' good guy base. Well, not good guy. Neutral guy base. But, why? G&B's never shot at me. And I don't want them to have a permanent hatred of all my various clones, so let's not do that. The shadow on the ring is nice, though. I like that. Interesting touch. I wonder what happens if I burn too hard towards the planet. Actually, I don't actually wonder. Bad things will happen here. Well, aside from more fuel than I know what to do with, literally, there doesn't seem to be much here. Well, I got $627 to my name, so, and I could swear I just heard, the beginning of a certain... Nope, time to leave. Perfect timing! And we're leaving. I could swear I heard the opening chords of Sweet Dreams were made of this. But I'm probably hallucinating something. Alright. Delen's best line in Babylon 5, that is to say, what is it? The only man who faced the Minbari and survived is behind me. You are in front of me. Be somewhere else. That line, yes. I was actually thinking of Sweet Dreams Were Made of This, Jed Brown, but maybe I misunderstood the chording. Alright, I am again going to go with the easy route, because that went so well last time, and let's see what happens this time. I should go for the medium, just because... You know what? Fine, we'll go for the medium. I talked myself into it. If you value your lives, be somewhere else, yes. Talked myself into it. Ah, well, there are multiple versions of Sweet Dreams, yeah. And I have recently talked about covers and the quality differences between the two. So I guess that's on me. Pew! Die! Thank you. That's a lot of bad guys. Where'd they all come from? Man, I miss my drone eater. Woohoo! Spicy! Oh, come on! Charge faster. Fine. If you won't charge faster, I'll blow them with a missile. Jackhole. Okay, where the hell are we? Big ol' empty void. Check. Lots of bad guys still incoming. Check. I didn't lock first. Not check. Note to self, lock missiles first, then fire. You know, it's the small details that matter, man. It's the small details that matter. Alright, fix up the hull, please. Because without the hull, we ain't got shit. Well, this was a medium difficulty level, wasn't it? System, sector, whatever you want to call it. It'd be nice if it paid off in some regard. Aside from endless arrays of bad guys. Like, that's a ship. Where's something useful out of it? I mean, those are also ships. They are far away, and let's keep them that way. Nothing? Really? Nothing? Oh. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Right there. My crystals? I got enough crystals, man. I can open a goddamn crystal store. Nanobots are nice. I'll take that. Alright, where are the babs? Let's go kill the babs. Why not? Got nothing else to do here. You see me? You see me? Ah! Good luck. Boom, baby! Die! Where'd the credits go? Maybe. Thank you. Okay. Big rock, lots and lots of little rocks. And station over there. Check. Still somehow managed to bang up the ship. Great. Awesome. Love it. That's a lie. Let's put the mineable ore not in the path of the big, awesome, heavily armed station that I probably don't want to piss off. I mean, it's not labeled G&B, but I'm betting it's G&B. Or G&D, whatever the hell. Yes. Those people. Probably shouldn't shoot that thing. This is really getting in the way of my shooting floodlights. Ooh, missile turret. Don't want none of that. Seriously. How am I supposed to shoot down missile turrets if they're all GMB friggin' affiliated? Moderately frustrating. Alright. Let's go flying through the asteroid field to see if we find anything useful. Looks like no. That's the G&B box over there that we don't want to take because they would shoot at us, probably. Maybe. Not really sure. I've been told they would shoot at me. How about that? How about them apples? Already popped open that container, so let's check the southern end of this little asteroid here. That was a rock. And it is time to vacate stage, whatever direction we're going. Where is green thing? Oh, crap. On the other side of the big rock. Time to go! Poof, baby! Do the game objectives ever feel like they're trolling you? Yes, just a little. Just a little tiny freaking bit. And on that note, not to repeat myself, we will be back after these short messages. This space is spicy. Why is it spicy? Weapons might be broken. Good to check. All right. So TBA 113, I am intrigued about your position, but I want you to articulate it more. And I don't actually mean this like offensively or confrontationally or anything like that. I'm just saying that a Minbari crewed ship just came up against an Earth Alliance ship. And I mean, I guess, can you phrase that in a different way, perhaps? I'm not sure I'm understanding what you're trying to say. Rule number 1 at firing range. Always be aware of what is behind your backdrop. Or always be aware of what your backdrop is. I have not played Subnautica. I have also not played the other... Well, no. Hold on. There are two big... There's Barotrauma and Subnautica. And I always get those confused. And I am moderately sure I've played one, but not the other. And I always... Yeah. Like I said, I always get them confused. No. I get a TBA 103. I'm actually curious about your position. Because It's true that any Minbari ship would have been enough to stop a human ship, but I don't know if it would have been enough to stop the entirety of the Earth Force Alliance, well, Earth Force ship group. So I'm kind of curious what you're trying to drive towards, that's all. Again, don't take this as disagreement or attack or anything like that. I'm just not understanding what you're saying, and that's a personal fault. No big deal. I have probably played Subnautica then, because I remember playing a 3D underwater game, and it definitely wasn't 2D. So that, I guess that answers that question. And I also remember not liking it. But that was when the game came out, and I probably shouldn't look up when the game came out, because it's been a few orbits, hasn't it? Yeah. Subnautica is 70% hiding from everything that will eat you. Which I'm doing such a bang-up job in this game, aren't I? Yeah. Such a bang-up job. Oof. Alright. We clearly need to repair our weapons, don't we? We'll do that as soon as we drop in. And 30% drowning. Alright. Fix our shit. Check. No. Everything checks out. I think it's just that I was running out of energy. I need to buy a bigger reactor. And I can only do that when I die, amusingly. The Minbari ship didn't need to outfight the Earth Force flotilla at all. If the EA task force had lit up the Minbari diplomatic ship, Minbari would have... I think you raise an interesting point, TBA 113. I disagree. But I'd have to watch the series again to make sure I understood the timeline. Because I don't specifically remember when the Minbari signed on to the Alliance. Not the Earth Force one, but the... Wow. Processor dump right there. The Babylon 5 Alliance, for lack of a better word. And I don't... And, I mean, even aside from, like, technicalities of who signed up for when and where, I mean, Delenn in this little tiny white star telling the entire Earth Force flotilla to fuck off. Come on, you got to have some appreciation for that, right? I mean, Interstellar Alliance. There we go. Thank you. Thank you, Tory Jones. Yes. I mean, obviously the Minbari were facilitating the Interstellar Alliance at that point because they were helping develop the White Stars and build the White Stars. But I don't remember when Minbar officially like cut ties with the Earth Alliance and became official members of the Interstellar Alliance. But again, I'd have to watch the series again. Oh no, the horror! To get the exact timeline squared away. All right. New system, new sector, blah, blah, blah. New friends! Let's go make new friends. Hello, friend. Let's take out the drone first. How about that? Pew! Blap. No drone for you, bitch! Thank you. That's not what I meant to push. Why did I push that? I don't know. I'd prefer this. Well, swap that. Well, no. Well, yeah. I don't like mines, man. I just don't like mines. All right, what can we use this damage booster on? Ah! Didn't mean to push it. Don't run into big rock. Check. Whew! That was close. Oh boy. My reflexive reload reflex was a problem, apparently. Because R doesn't do what you think it does in this game. What is that? Ooh, what is that? Service station! Who doesn't like a service station? Not I. I don't not like a service station. There we go. Container. There's a container in the service station. I'm guessing I shouldn't shoot the container. $200? Sure, why not? It's a G&B tech container. Of course it's a G&B tech container. What else would it be? By the Grey Maker. Game is freaking trolling me. Who said that? You have now successfully cursed me. Supposed to blow out 30 freaking floodlights, and I can't find a single one that isn't owned by the goddamn G&B Corporation. Ugh. Good job. Thank you. Appreciate that. I know it's not your fault. I know. But still! Moderately frustrating. Just a little frustrating. Oh, new friends. Hello, new friends. I should build some more new missiles, shouldn't I? I'm about... No, I got 13 left. It's fine. Oh, you ran into that rock, didn't you? Sucks to be you, mate! Dumbass. It's kind of funny, though, that the NPCs in the game suffer the same problems that we do. That they actually run into the geography accidentally. What is that noise? What is that noise? I am clearly hearing things and seeing things. Check. Alright. moving on. Okay, let's take a second. And how many... I can build them in batches of 7. Okay, so we've still got enough missiles. Check. Alright, I'll take this moment and catch up on chat. Was it Delenn choosing sides during the Earth Civil War? Because, I mean, she was on a White Star, wasn't she? And that kind of implies that sides had already been chosen. Again, I need to rewatch the series. Oh no, the horror! To get everything squared away in my little processors. So, Jed Brown... I didn't say this, and I'll disavow all knowledge of this, but I will say that Mulvad is $5 a month, and black flags still fly on your planet. And like I said, I will disavow all knowledge of that conversation. Monitor Dockmaster for collision death. Yeah. She was in a White Star with a whole bunch of Charlans backing her up. That's what I remember. The whole, like, if you value your life, be somewhere else speech was her at the very, very pointy end of a whole pile of hurt. I just can't remember if that's like at the beginning of Earth Civil War or during the Shadow War or when that exactly happened. That's me. So yeah, Strong Dreams we hear there was the Charlin and the oh gosh, there was the little one too. Hold on. The little one had a fun name too. I always loved Little One because it never actually came up that much. But yeah, the Charlins were like the one that Sheridan blew up with a nuke. Well, like 5 nukes. Was it Sheridan or the other one? Not Sherman. That'd be funny if he was named Sherman. Great maker. Words, they are hard. Hold on. B5tech.com is still janky, but still operational. Oh, yes, the Tanashi. Sheridan. Sinclair. Yes. Okay. It was Sheridan that blew them up with the nukes. Yes. Sheridan managed to sneak a Charlin into exactly the wrong location, and 4 nukes later, no more Charlin. But the Minbari also had something called the Tanashi class war frigate, which I think gets a whole lot less attention than it should, because it's actually kind of a fun design and class and so on and so forth. And yes, for those of you all out there, B5tech.com used to be a not quite canonical reference source, and somehow it's still on the intertubes, but it has passed through enough hands that it's unclear whether or not the certificates are good anymore. So, yeah. You only ever really saw the Charlins in Babylon 5. I think you saw the Tanashis like once or twice in the background in long distance shots. And they're basically like fans trying to reverse engineer what that ship was that they maybe saw. So take it or leave it, I guess. The fun thing is that the Tanashis are basically, if given the quality of the footage of the time, they're basically Neal class fighters just farther away. Or maybe pointed the other direction. It's complicated. But yeah, b5tech.com used to be a great site. Now it's a little questionable. But the data there is still reasonable. Just the access is, concerning. Raise your shields and so forth and so on. Alright. I think we have picked up everything we can in this particular sector. Someone was supposed to do their homework and inform me how to decrease the dial on the what I can see thing. I'm not sure they did or not. But I would really love to have that circle of little dots that are currently floating around in my space reduced so I can see them better. Why, like, for example, well, now it's showing up, dick. Prove me wrong, you jackhole. It just goes to show that stumbling and bumbling through the sector is not actually a bad plan. Still don't want to go pick a fight with the G&B folks. Can't decide how long-lasting that problem would be. What's up here? Just scattered crap. Check. And now I'm hearing that noise again, so it's probably just music. Alright. Fair enough. Like, seriously, sensor pulse. I would love a sensor pulse capability. That would be awesome. Although I do love that I can boost while drifting. Or what's it called? Strafing? I think it's called strafing. I can boost while flying sideways, mostly-ish. Oop, time to leave! And there's my cue. Oh, crap. Don't fall off the bubble. Go, 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 go. Don't get your ass shot off. Come on now. Woo! There we go. Oh, man. All right. Was there a Tanashi in the foreground at any point in the series? That would be interesting to find out, C.A. McDivitt. Because I don't actually know for sure. I know they canonically existed. I think even J. Michael Straczynski himself admitted that the Minbari simply did not only have those massive flying fish. But I don't know if the Tanashi ever actually showed up canonically. It'd be interesting to see if it did. I'm happy to be wrong. And there is a theory, possibly if there are no GMB fighters around, you can loot the resource without getting caught. Allegedly, according to Google. Oh yeah, that sounds like a trap. Maybe, yeah, maybe during the fight with the Vorlons in the Shadows, Sean, you're right. Because yeah, I mean, the Minbari, for all of their caste-based society, could not have simply gotten by with only having the Charlene cruisers. Those things are huge. They're enormous. They're incomprehensibly gigantic. And that cannot be the only big deep space vessel they have. They have to have station keepers. They have to have police vessels. They have to have something cheaper than that to go to take care of normal, spacecraft things that doesn't involve like a world-ending capacity of power. I don't know. Yeah, and speaking of world-ending capacity of power, Man, did y'all catch Star Trek Strange New Worlds dialing in the output capacity of a the original series phaser? Because, wow, that's a lot of energy. And now there are two phases. Why are there two phases on my exit point? I don't like this. Do not want. But here we go. So for HB Aga's sake, to moderately agree with Angus O'Sonnell, Star Trek Strange New Worlds finally identified a phaser's output as half of the output of your sun. Apparently, a single the original series Constitution class cruiser, a single phaser blast from one of those can produce more power than can produce approximately the same power than half of your current sun's output. Roll that around in your noggins. A phaser blast can produce half your sun's output. I mean, consider how that works. Oh, by the great maker. I mean, it really puts to bed the question of whether or not Star Trek or Warhammer 40K wins on the combat level. I mean, Star Trek will be slicing through Warhammer 40K flying cathedrals without them even noticing that they're dead. Behold, half of a sun's output. Blop. And you're gone. Now, I don't know how that scales against photon torpedoes, which for some reason are measured still in megatons. I assume it has to do with megatons of antimatter or something like that, but still, it's ridiculous. And I think that's the funniest part, Angus O'Sonnell, excuse me, not Angus. Not Agnes, Angus. Well, I fucked that up horribly, didn't I? But I think the funniest part is that two independent, not quite Constitution-class ships were powering half a sun's worth of phaser energy down into an atmosphere, and everyone nearby was not like flash vaporized. I mean, apparently phaser beams are contained. Can you imagine the amount of power necessary to contain half of a sun's output? Now we're just getting stupid. Because yeah, if I took up, say, pencil-wide beam and shoved a half a sun's output worth of energy down that beam, and it interacted with atmosphere, the interaction with the atmosphere would be cataclysmic. Oh my God. The immediate atmosphere would basically fall apart on like an atomic level. And it gets so much worse after that. But somehow the Enterprise and the what was it, the Farragut, pointed two of these beams at a single block in atmosphere and hit the block and made the block do totally absurd things without any consideration for physics aside from, hey, energy beam. I don't even know where to start. So much energy, so much containment, Because, oh my God, that much energy being exposed to that atmosphere for that amount of time, that entire planet would have simply combusted and poofed. Like one of those Looney Tune videos from ye old days. Just like, poof, poof. There is some cartoon about like burning a pile of something and then suddenly it all burns down to nothing and then there's just a little poof that comes off of the nothing. It'd be exactly that. So, yeah, apparently phasers are stupidly powerful and have even more power containing them to keep everything around them from dying spontaneously. Sorry. I just had to get that out of my system. Oh, by the Great Maker. That was a very strange episode. It did finally provide some solid numbers, though, which I appreciate, fine. But still. So weird. So weird. Who are you? Oh, you're a traitor. Oh, bad guys saw me. I heard the bad guy noise. Boop. You! Fuck off and die! Boop. Goodbye. Also you! Fuck off and die! I again pushed the wrong button. God damn it. Who's trying to hide what in here? What did I push the wrong button for? Come on. Give me something here. Give me something. Nothing? Really? I mean, an archaeologist would have a freaking heyday with this. But maybe just being a rando, I don't really care that much. Oh, here we go. I see something. Zippity up. All right, Mr. Trader, what you got? Might as well come in and check, right? Power cell anti-missile. What's it in? Ooh. This drone will automatically engage incoming missiles. Well, that would be great for that shoot down 20 missile things that we got saddled with, but I'm not sure we're going to live long enough. So, never mind that. Shield breaker missile. 2 of them. Nah, I like my light missiles. Thank you. Alright. Good call. I appreciate... Kind of curious what happens if I shoot you, but I'm not that curious. I mean... New clones will happen, right? But I'm not... I'm not entirely suicidal. I'm only at $4,000. It's only $8,000. Fornication. Come on. Yeah. What we got? Oh, plasma. Do we need fuel? We do need fuel. And plasma. Oh no! Fudge you, you freaking potato. Oh, for heaven's sake.
They've locked onto me.
I see that. Well, that was a waste of missile, wasn't it? Where's the jackal? He's gone. All right. Nanobots for the freaking win, man. Damage converter. I still don't understand how those work, so I'm just going to salvage that and move on with my life. Pulse laser! We have one of those. It's exactly the same. Scrap that crap and move on. Alright, you got a lot of light bulbs on you, man. A lot of light bulbs. Oh, come on. Really? How armored are these stupid light bulbs? Not what I meant to do? Light bulb's gone now. Okay, so clearly I need to make more missiles. I keep clicking the right button on my control system to zoom in, and behold, wrong answer. Fudge. But we have more missiles now. Are my friends showing up? I think it's time to leave. No, they're not showing up. Again, just music. Weird. The nanobots would be very handy. Hello, folks. Come here. Thank you. Thank you. Tech container. Tech containers are always good times. And I know I'm running back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, and it doesn't really matter. Damage booster, pick that up. Thank you. But in the meantime, it's fine. No big deal. Yeah, that music, I don't like the warning sound from that music. Not great. Do not approve. Mineable scrap. Let's go find it. Hello? Fully mined! Alright, Mr. and Mrs. Scrap, I think it's time for us to be somewhere else. Nope, there's still something right. Oh, plasma field. Can't forget about your plasma field, yo! Oh, crap. We might be able to figure it out a plasma field. It's time to be somewhere else. Bog the fornication out of here. Time to leave. So Angus O'Sonnell, they could have actually framed it in the output of a sun if someone who knew anything about anything was on the writing team. I will unabashedly love Strange New Worlds, and y'all can angst about that all you like. And that scene could have been saved, but for some reason they chose not to. So, mistakes were made. And yeah, Wake Roberts, it does really raise some interesting questions about how things work later on in the series. I mean, if phasers can produce that much energy and shields can deflect that much energy with only like a 10 to 20% drop, I'm not understanding a whole pile of things that happen afterwards. Afterwards, chronologically in series, that is. Yeah. And yes, in our Gravedigger, we are still doing Everspace, much to my regret, maybe? I'm not sure. We'll find out. Shield damage mod! Absolutely. Shield upgrade mod? All right. This way lies madness. So the shield damage mod takes more energy. And the shield upgrade mod takes more energy. This way lies madness.
We have hostile company.
You don't say. Did I not say that exactly the same time he did? That's just a scout. Let's let them settle things. Well, that's one down. Let's go mine some more. Why not? Alright. Is everyone done killing each other? No? And you're still trying to kill each other. I could get into this fight, but why? What does this dude down here? What is that dude down here? Why can't I see him? What is that thing? That was a big boom! Okay, oh, now they see me. Well, too late now. Clearly I should have boosted the wrong weapon. Oh, where'd that dork go? Come back here. There you go. You dead now. Oh look, a skull showed up. This game could be very, very short. Oh, for crying out loud, would you stop?
And I'll get myself out of it.
Well, we die either way, so it doesn't actually matter. By the Great Maker! Fuck all y'all, we're out. Big rock, big rock, big rock. Nope. Not enough! Not enough. $6,000! Potatoes. Massive fluffy potato. Where's the engine thing? Engine. Oh, it's assigned to the Colonial Interceptor. Of course it is. I can't make my personal engine work any better. I have to assign it to this freaking ship. Fudge muffin. Well, Jed Brown, 2B is what everyone's going to say I mentioned, and that's probably for the best. I may have mentioned alternatives. I will disavow any knowledge of alternatives. It's your call. Fiddly fart potatoes. Unlocks mining yield. What the hell is mining you'll do? Increase the amount of resources gained from mining. Well, should have seen that coming. Put point into speed and the reactor already. Put points into speed. Which hasn't been helping me so much, but okay, fine. Visual... Wait, what? What? Hold the fornicating goddamn hailer! Making my ship go faster allows me to see better. I have some words. Lots and lots of words. Fornicate and Nataday. 2,000 left? No. We need more power. More power! Includes visual up. Hey. I'm going to say words that'll get me banned from YouTube. Not a happy camper right here. Nope, not a happy camper right here. All right. Our last commercial break will be right here. And then we'll figure out what we're doing after that, which is probably just, ending for the evening. But, for the time being, we'll be right back after these messages. And like I said, as soon as we are done with this game, I will absolutely put up that poll of who prefers what when it comes to what to do with while I'm taking care of stuff here at the shipyard. Because, good help is hard to find, y'all. Now, as y'all are discussing the upgrades in this game, I will point out that pilot upgrades and ship upgrades are two entirely different animals. So we are investing in the Colonial Interceptor, which is slightly different from the Colonial Starfighter. And let's hope that pays off, right? Because, there's also the Colonial... Well, that's what we've got. The Colonial Scout, which I don't really understand. The Colonial Gunship, which has no shields, which I still don't understand. And the Colonial Sentinel, which does hacky stuff, which I definitely don't understand. And yes, there's also the Colonial Viper, but not in this game. There's also the Codex, which is full of information that we have not really bothered to pay attention to. And the stats of blah, 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 so on and so forth. Oh, yeah, here we go. Our max floodlights in a single run so far is 8. I don't even know what fuel tanks look like at this point. 20 missiles. I wish we kept that missile or that drone that shot down missiles around. That might have been more useful. All right, fine. All right. Once or into the
Think I
catastrophic
figured
breach.
out.
Really? Are you sure? Because I'm not. Why are they out? Oh, outlaws and O-cars are fighting each other. Can I just let them do that? Oh no, they have new friends. Ah! What did I just do? Oh no, I launched with the wrong ship. Well, this will be a short game. Come here. I have no idea how this thing works. I want to tap you. Come here. Come here. I have no idea how this works. Well, dead. Oh no, they have friends. Was wondering why this ship looked weird. Question answered. Okay then. I have an EMP generator, a device charger, and a lightning gun, which apparently has stupidly limited range. I would say we should restart the game, but I don't think I get that option. So now we get to see how stupid this is. Well, all right. Why not? A little variety never killed us off, all right? Fully harvested. All right. Anything interesting in here? Did the music change with a different ship, or is it just me? Feels like the music changed. But like I said, maybe it's just me. Oh, container. Ah! Well, apparently the EMP generator is awesome. And I may have accidentally triggered it. Shield ST, Superior Titanium. So it's stronger but slower to recharge. Fair enough. Fair enough. I see credits. Come here, you. You know what? Since we're playing a dumb boat, let's find out. No one wants me to find out, but I'm gonna find out anyways. Well, someone said something about no fighters nearby, and there are a lot of fighters nearby. And I'm pretty sure my EMP pulse is not nearly big enough to take care of all these fighters, so let me take care of something different, and then we'll find out. Oh, the little thing grabbed it already. Yeah! Those little drones grab those little orb molecules right off the bat, don't they? What does a device charger do? Ah. And override turret. I have not yet encountered a turret I want to override, so this will be a very short and interesting game, won't it? Alright. We've been futzing around with a strange little ship. Might as well. I mean, come on. A little variety never hurt anyone. Aside from the fact that my clone is going to die a miserable, horrible death, which will probably hurt him in some way, shape, or form. So that's a bit of a lie. Oops. The ship does seem faster, though. Does seem noticeably faster. Or maybe it's just a battery upgrade that I installed. Could go either way. What is that hole in that weirdness? Hello? Okay. Lightning gun thing works just fine. Check. Yeah, I don't want to deal with GMB bullshit, so... Not what I meant to push. Thank you. We gonna go the easy route, because, man... I'm not sure how that lightning gun works or what it does, but we gonna find out the hard way, sadly. And also, just for the record, those things bypass shields. Check. All right, bypassing shields is awesome. Love that. You guys, fuck off! Oh, they see me. Oh, they see me too. Oh, look, it's a Minbari Charlin.
What do we have here?
Charlin.
Just passing through. I mean no harm.
A clone? Interesting. Do you know that you are a clone?
That's a weird conversation.
I know. But how do you know? Who are you?
That's a very strange
I
conversation.
am Master Throng, and I know what you are because I am a scientist from Kodo 5. I am on an important research expedition in this sector to record anomalies and rarities.
Cool.
I'm not so rare. That I can say for sure.
You're a clone.
And no anomaly either, as far as I know. Please, call me Adam Roslin.
Welcome, Mr. Roslin. It gives comfort to have a name, does it not? This is fascinating.
Fascinating.
I'd like to observe you over a longer period of time, if I may. You don't have to come on board. I could just ask some simple questions.
Okay.
Simple.
What's in it for me?
Ah, yes. You humans always want something in return,
Yes.
even when replicated. Why don't we do it this way? I could put you in my employ at a favorable rate.
It's still a Charlin cruiser,
Locate
though.
and scan some rare species. I will reward you, and in the meantime, I can conduct my studies and save time.
Yeah, win-win.
Easy enough. Doesn't sound like it involves much shooting. What are you looking for exactly?
Samples, my new friend. I need scanning data of organisms you may encounter regularly, but have failed to notice up till now. For
Okay.
a first assignment, I will give you a common example. On many larger asteroids, there is a greenish
Oh!
slime attached to the sides.
We know about that
This
guy.
is to use an approximate naming construction for your species, the Veroveridica australia, better known to you perhaps as
Green goo!
Such
We know him.
organisms are usually beneath my notice, but I can place a marker on them when we...
We've seen him before, yep.
All right. So if I come across any, I'll simply scan them.
That is the idea, Mr. Roslin. The data is quite valuable to me. Here is my signature. Find me again after you've completed your first task. Also, anytime you happen to have any Viridian energy in your
Viridian
possession,
energy.
I will gladly take it off your hands.
Some kind of payment, I guess?
Better than that, I can modify your weapons,
okay.
or provide you with access to some special equipment that you won't find anywhere else in the demilitarized zone.
Sounds promising.
I'm opening my workshop for you right now.
That's nice. How do I get there? No, seriously, how do I get there? You're opening your workshop for me right now, but I can't get into the workshop? Okay, fine. Big ship. Oh, it's up there. Weird spot to put it, but okay. Blueprints. I ain't got no Viridian energy, whatever the fornication that is. Check. Modifications. Enhance. The selected weapon will get enhanced and receive a random stat bonus. Remove mods, which is obvious. Re-engineer. All currently installed mods will be removed from the selected piece of equipment, and 3 random ones will be installed. Oh god. By the Great Maker. I can enhance the thing. I cannot enhance the thing. Sad! Can't do crap right now. Ain't got no Viridian energy, y'all. Boo. Gotta go find Viridian energy in, like, the worst possible ship ever. Mistakes were made. Like, seriously, how long of a range do these things have? 1,400 kilometers? Or 1,400 meters. Oh, yeah. Mistakes were definitely made. Don't run into the rock. Really abundantly unclear where you get the fornicating Viridian energy from. There are containers. Oh, ow! Rock. Well, this is an interesting, if... Oh, mine. Odd little ship, isn't it? Oh, I'm sure there's all kinds of interesting things up here. Yep, there are. And that was painful.
Thank you.
Energy diverter. Not what I meant to push. Shield charge drone. Interesting. Not sure how many turrets we actually encounter, so I will in fact swap that guy and salvage that guy. And then swap out, probably not that for that. No, I like the lightning gun. Lightning gun is fun. That was quite a boom. Alright. Well. My goodness gracious. All kinds of things going on, aren't there? Chose the wrong ship. Discovered all kinds of new things. And here we are. Ooh, I see something. As long as I don't run into something, I'm fine. It's basically a weird little ship so far, honestly. I got nothing more to say than that. Boss drop currency. Well, crap. We haven't killed any bosses so far, so that's going to be a problem. Fornicating man today. Go hard or go home, right? Go hard or go home. We're buffering, we're buffering. And we're buffering now! I can't control that, sorry. I will pause the game to allow everything else to catch up. What in the fornication was going on in the chat a few moments ago? What in the hell? Javier 707, the Drouthy Raider, my man. Look at you pulling out the old lore. Love it. Because, yeah, that thing does look a whole lot like a Drouthy Raider, doesn't it? And, yeah, apparently the EMP thing is an area effect. Who knew? Never add balsamic vinegar to the dough as an experiment. It seems like adding any kind of vinegar to a dough would kill off the yeast, which would produce really suboptimal processes. But maybe I'm overthinking it. I don't know. At least the balsamic part would add interesting flavors. And yeah, the horrible part of these clones is that they are clones, yes, technically, but they do actually get everything that the last clones went through. All the last clones. We're up to 7 or 8 now? Yeah. Current clone has all the memories of all the previous clones, including all of their fiery deaths. Kind of horrible. Okay, so now that I've paused and everyone's caught up, I do believe it's time to continue with this game. It's a very strange game. All right, what can we do with what we can do? Upgrade. Shield damage mod. Isn't this thing's primary damage like shields? Yeah. So, okay. What can I do with this thing? Build new. Not helpful. EB generator. Build new. Not helpful. Shield. Upgrade. Upgrade shields. I can't upgrade shields because I don't have a power cell. 4 power cells. Or 10 crystals. Wait, I thought I had crystals. I could swear I mined crystals. What? I could swear I mined crystals. Now I'm confused. Fine. Not up or shut up. Let's go make new friends. Hello, Mr. Outlaw Scout. How far do corrosion missiles fly? 2,000 meters. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. And boom. Goodbye, corrosion missile. Goodbye to your hull, freaking dork. Yeah, you blew up. Where'd the other one go? There was another one. That was weird. Okay, I could swear there's another one. Come here, little drone. Yeah, I see you. You see me too. Come here. You did. I gotta say, I don't hate this new boat. It's kind of funny. Kind of weird. Kind of strange. Oh, no, I hate it. Ow. Now, there was a spot. There it is. Come home. Bing, baby. There we go. That's what I was looking for. How do I get to the things inside the things? Would you stop shooting at me? No, really. It's not a request.
Yeah.
Ow. Oh, by the great maker, they're actually inside the thing. Alright. Weird and different and new. Aim properly, thank you. Cool! A little weird, but cool. Okay. Oh, I see floodlights. Not that we're gonna actually live long enough for the floodlights to actually matter, but in the meantime, floodlights, y'all. We'll have the fornicating floodlights. I saw more down here. Zippity zappity happity crappity. Anybody else want to stick up their floodlight head? Oh, I have new friends. Hello, new friends. How are you? Zap. Man, maybe I've been flying the wrong goddamn boat. Because, we do okay with this so far. Anybody else want to go zippity zappity happity crappity? No. Okay, cool. Wow. This thing's engine runs a lot longer than the old one. Boom. Oh, come on. Charge up, you dork. I do like the combination of engine and weapons being the same basic energy pool. It's just frustrating when you want to use one or the other or both. That's all. Can we just take a moment and appreciate how nice this whole, like, three-dimensional experience basically is? I've already set my system to align itself to a horizon, mostly to make it easier for humies, because I know a lot of y'all have problems with horizons. I was happily playing along, and a few humies had some trouble with that, and no big deal. I totally get that. Frame of reference is hard, man. Also, what the hell is this? Or is that the thing I already shut all the lights off of? Also, keeping track of where the hell you are is hard. Just for the record. I feel like I should tend to go somewhere. Did I not mine out all this crap? This is where a map would be absolutely freaking marvelous. And I know maps are hard. Three-dimensional maps are even harder. But you can project a two-dimensional map for a three-dimensional space, and humans actually can understand that. Some little, like, I don't know, like someone said, something in the lower left-hand or lower right-hand corner of the display would be marvelous, of like just a two-dimensional display of like where I'm looking right now. You can just dial it down to where I'm looking. So when I look at that, or when I look at something else, oh, never mind. Conversation is over. Time to leave. Okay, let's catch up with that horrible chat has gotten, because I'm sure it's been amazing. Oh, the streaming being janky is a YouTube thing and it happens in every stream? That's unfortunate. I still think that the balsamic vinegar is contraindicated towards the yeast of bread, but I could be wrong, which has never happened before, obviously. The silent raider replaced one over the other in popular memory. That is totally true. Yes. And that's when the Dockmaster found out he did not, in fact, mine crystals. I swear I did. I swear I did. But what are we up to now? 4 runs in this game so far? Yeah. And yes, the zippity zappity happity crappity gun does in fact link to nearby enemies. I don't know what to make of that yet. It's very short range, but it is very entertaining. The game map is just a sphere of interesting things. Well, you're not wrong. Well, so Javier 707, there is actually a way, and this is outside of a live stream, of presenting a 3-dimensional space and a 2-dimensional space in a reliable and actually useful way. But again, outside of the context of the live stream. I never doubted your skills at cooking, C.A. McDivitt. I was just curious about the chemistry involved, that's all. Because mostly, when you get right down to it, vinegar and yeast are not a common friend. But if you found a way to short-circuit that entertainment, I am all sensory organs. Mostly I want to smell it. Which I understand is not an option, but still, I'm kind of curious. And have a good night, Internet Gravedigger. We probably won't live a whole lot longer since I'm flying a totally bizarre ship and I have no idea how it works. It'll be entertaining. Game on, bitches. Let's do some more zippity zappity happity crappity. Or let's do some more back offity. Nope. Balls out. Oh, dang. That thing just murdered all those ships. Ah! They dead. And something is still shooting at me. Stop shooting at me. I don't like it. Ah! Where'd the thing go? What is shooting at me? Would you please stop? Like, seriously. Who comes at you like that? Swear to the Great Maker. I like the corrosion missile so much better than the shield breaker missile, so I'm going to scrap that thing. Goodbye. I still don't know what traders are supposed to do. Not helpful things. Alright, let's head towards this. Oh, hold on. What is that? Nanobots! Always need nanobots. If you see nanobots, you take nanobots. And that's the end of the story. Because they are basically the only way you have to repair yourself, which, without your ship, you have nothing else to matter about. Hello.
Who are you? Identify yourself.
It's a bot.
Easy. I won't shoot if you don't.
You are not with the Colonial Fleet?
I'm not with the fleet, no, but you don't need to worry about me. Who are you exactly?
A bot.
I'm exactly NR APS 4210. But please, call me Maurice. I was deployed by Gradient Bond Mining, and right now...
It's a French
I need some
bot.
assistance.
Okay. Of what kind?
I have been ordered to execute search and destroy warrants in the demilitarized zone. However, the assignment workload exceeds my current operational capacity. I am willing to contract out several of these warrants if you can ensure secrecy on the matter.
Sure, why not?
Do you understand what I'm asking?
I feel it necessary to warn you at this juncture that not everything is as it seems with this robot. I detect anomalies which suggest core behavioral malfunctions.
Oh no.
So, Maurice, you're a bounty hunter?
In as much as I do the job of one, but the bounty is of no great interest to me.
Oh
Who
no.
is it you're after, Maurice?
Oh no.
I have one outstanding warrant for Celestine Phoenix, a colonial female mass poisoner. She is likely to attack another outpost unless she's apprehended immediately. I transferred her last known possession to your onboard computer.
So if I intercept this individual and bring back proof, you'll pay me?
That is precisely what I'm offering. I need her dead, and I will pay
Dead.
handsomely.
Specifically
Will work,
dead.
but I'll see what happens.
Oh, I have questions. Ah! I'm being shot at. Why am I being shot at? What the fornication? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? There we go.
Enemies in range.
Yeah, no joke. Thank you so much for that input. Appreciate that. Friggin' AI. By the way, if I ever get incarnated as a fornicating AI, I expect better out of my freaking performance. Aside from, hey, you're being shot at, you dork. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like the idea of, hey, you're being shot at, you dork. But all the same, I want better. Still want better. That's all I'm saying. Oh, everything got banged up. Well, we're gonna die soon, so might as well have fun. Pew!
Need oxygen. What? Your life support system is still damaged.
I'm on it.
It's still fucked. Where? I swear to maker. Oh, we did. We are so dead. It's fine. Ah! Please just kill me and get this over with. Oh my god. Why is this taking you so long? There we go. Thank you. Yes, I should have used my EMP. Absolutely. I also should have never flown that boat to begin with. Didn't even know it was flyable. When you get right down to it. I kind of assumed that this was my primary, and I had to buy this one, I had to buy this one, and I assumed I had to buy this one. As it turned out, I did not have to buy this one. Mistakes were made. Alright. 2,300 something something blah blah blah. Oh yeah. Energy capacity. Boom. Thank you. Can't quite pull that off. 400. 700. Don't care really about trading. Can't pay for that. Can't pay for that. Can't pay for that. Can start paying for that. Nanobot efficiency. Alright, I get that. Critical chance, fuck that shit. Sector scanner, which won't matter for a long damn time. $300 and 300. What is 300 and 300 available? I'm sure there's two. Ah, there are. Fan-freaking-tastic. Alright. 300 here and 300 there. And boom, boom, baby. We lose $70. Well, that was just absolutely insanely bizarre, wasn't it? I still don't know what to make of this game. Even after accidentally fielding forth on the wrong ship. Mistakes were made. And yes, Robert, you chose the exactly correct time to go to bed. Because yes, it is in fact time for all y'all humies to go to bed. Good night. Sleep well. Do not let the bed bugs bite too hard. And on that note, and as always, good night and good luck.